Hello everyone, this is Joel with SB Reviews. So today we're going to be comparing the Siesean air purifier to the PuroAir air purifier. We're going to be covering all different features, seeing which one pushes out the most purified air to see which one is actually worth it. Now side by side you can see that there is a size difference. The PuroAir is slightly smaller than the Siesean. Okay, so turning these on is actually pretty similar. So on the Siesean, we have this button here. It's a touch screen. And then for the PuroAir, it's the same thing. Just turn that on. And one thing that you're probably able to notice is that it has this LED on the front. So this is going to tell you your air quality. Right now, this is like a greenish color. Same thing with the PuroAir. So our air quality is good. Now, if we were to talk about the different modes, you can see on the PuroAir, we have it turned on right now, and we have a timer. So we can select anywhere from 2 hours, 4 hours, 6 hours, and then 8 hours of running time. Other than that, if you don't select that, I believe it's just going to run. It's going to run indefinitely. Then you also have this auto mode here. It'll basically choose the best wind speed that it thinks that is good for your room. And you can also select between these 4 other modes. First wind speed mode. Then we have a second wind speed mode. And a third speed mode. And we also have a sleep mode, so we select that. It actually gets really quiet and the LED dims. Then we have this lock feature where if you hold that down, you won't get access to any of these features. Then all you have to do to unlock it again is just hold it down. Now for the Siesean, it's actually pretty cool. This entire thing here is a screen, so if we press this, see that it turns on. I kind of wish that the screen was a little bit brighter, but you can see that it actually tells us the particles that are in our room right now. PM 2.5, so right now mine is at 41, and you can see you can adjust the speeds. So this is the first speed, this is the second speed, and it has a third speed. Now it also has a dimmer, so you can actually change the brightness. It gets that dark, then that is the brightest. And you also have an auto mode. So if you select that, it's kind of the same. It'll select the best mode for your room. Then we also have a timer here. We can choose 1 hour, 2 hours, 4 hours, or 8 hours. So it's actually really similar to the PuroAir. We have a filter reset, which it'll basically tell us when the filter needs to be changed. Then we have a lock here. So if you hold that, we won't be able to change any of the settings. So the only main difference that I'm seeing between the PuroAir and this, and the functions on this, it actually tells you what your PM 2.5 is, and it has a better digital display, and you can actually change the brightness through a couple of different modes. Okay, but let's also test out their loudness to see which one makes the most noise. So this is the first fan speed for the Siesean. And then the first fan speed for the PuroAir. And then this is the second fan speed, starting out with the Siesean. And then this is the PuroAir on the second air speed. And then this is the third and the highest fan speed for the Siesean. And then this is the highest fan speed for the PuroAir. But let me also test out to see which one pushes out the most air on the highest air setting. Okay, so just feeling both of these, I can tell that this Siesean is able to push out a little bit more air compared to the PuroAir. Like you have this entire part right here that's able to push all that air out. And one thing to mention too, if you turn the Siesean around, it actually sucks in air from this side and from this side as well. There's filters on both sides. I'm going to show you guys. We're going to be comparing the filters here in a second. And then for the PuroAir, it's kind of similar. We have all these holes on the sides to suck in air and then push it, and then it pushes it out from the top. The amount of surface area that the Siesean has that sucks in air compared to the PuroAir, I think it's going to be a little bit larger. And the fan might be a little bit more powerful in the Siesean. Now for the filters in the PuroAir, all you have to do is turn it up like this. I've actually had this for a lot longer. I just got the Siesean in the mail the other day, but you can see here, The PuroAir does a really good job of collecting all the dust. I actually need to get a new filter, but this is a round filter here. Then for the Siesean, you actually remove this part here. You get access to this filter. It's kind of like two filters, so you get this one and then you get this charcoal one in the back. And then if you flip it to the other side, it's the exact same thing. So I didn't know that when I got this, but yeah, it has two filters. Same thing on this side, you get that charcoal filter in the back. And you can just see the amount of surface area that you get, where it's able to suck in all of that air. And I mean, I do have to say, I do like the Siesean's display a little bit better. The only thing is that it's kind of dim. And on camera, it looks like it's blinking, but it's actually not. That's just a camera flickering issue. PuroAir, it's really basic, but it seems to be a lot easier to see all the settings. And they say that the Siesean can cover around 3,500 square feet within an hour, and then the PuroAir is around 1,000. Not really sure as to how I would verify that, but I could definitely see how the Siesean would be able to push out more air. They also say that for the Siesean, change the filter every 3 to 4 months. Then for the PuroAir, I believe it's around 6 to 12 months. And just my favorite feature about the Siesean is that it tells you the exact particles in your air. So it gives you a really good reference point of if your air quality is actually improving. But with the PuroAir, you won't really be able to tell. It'll just basically just give you this light indicator. And I'm sure this was quite obvious, but the Siesean weighs a little bit more than the PuroAir. So I mean, overall, both of these air purifiers perform pretty well. I just think that the Siesean pushes out a little bit more air compared to the PuroAir. The Siesean actually has a really nice display that'll tell you the particles that are currently in your air, and you can directly see if that is improving. In terms of their loudness, I wouldn't say that there's that big of a difference for the sound to choose one over the other. So it's really up to you guys to decide. If you're looking for something that pushes out more air, I think the Siesean is really good for that. If you want something that's more small, compact, and maybe portable, you have the PuroAir. If you want a more digital analysis of the air quality, the Siesean display is good. It's just a little bit darker. But if you want something more simple, just turn it on, forget about it, then the PuroAir might be for you. So based off of all of those features, I'll let you guys decide, because both of these are great air purifiers. They just differ in different ways.